Logging errors. When an error occurred, PHP usually logged the error messages. You can control the error message logging by changing some php.ini directives. Log underscore errors and error underscore log. Oh, by the way, both these names look the same. Bit confusing. Okay, get back to our discussion. Log underscore errors. This controls whether the error messages should be saved in a log file or not. If it is set to on, the error messages will be saved in the log file. And if it is set to off, error messages will not be saved in the error log file. Second one is error underscore log. It specifies the full path of the log file where errors will be logged. The default is usually the system log or the web server's error log. Pass in the special string syslog to send error messages to operating system logger. If we use the string syslog, then on Unix, the messages will be logged in variable log system.log. And on Windows, the messages will be logged in event log file. Logging your own error messages. By default, when error occurs, PHP generate and send an error log to the server's logging system or a file. Depending on how the error underscore log configuration is set in the php.ini file. But in our custom error handler, we can use error underscore log function to log our own error messages. By using error underscore log function, you can send your own error messages to the default log file or to any other log file or to an email. Now we will discuss the syntax of error underscore log function. It takes 4 parameters: message, type, destination, and header. Message is required. The other 3 parameters, type, destination, and headers, are optional. Message is your own message that you want to log. The value of type could be 0 to 3. 0 is the default value. If value is 0 or we don't give any type value, the error messages will be logged in a file that is defined in error underscore log in php.ini. If type value is 1, the message will be sent in the email to email address defined in destination. And if the value is 2, it is no longer in use. It was only available in PHP 3. If the value is 3, the message will be sent to a file that is given in destination. Now, destination specifies the destination of the error message. Its value depends on the value of the type parameter. If the type parameter will be 1, then we have to give email address as destination. And if the type value is 3, we have to give some log file address as destination. Now headers. It will only be used if you are sending error messages in email. You can identify email headers like from, CC, BCC. Now the example of error underscore log function. Here in our custom error handler function, we are calling error underscore log function 3 times. In first call, we are only passing it the error message. By default, if no type is defined, the message is sent to the PHP logger. So this message will be logged in the log file, which path is specified in php.ini file. In our case, it is c exam php logs php error underscore log. Now in the second call, we are sending error messages in the email. To send error messages to the email, first check that your email settings are correct. And in the third call, we are sending error messages to another file. In our case, it is custom underscore errors.log in the C drive. Notice that error underscore log doesn't automatically add a new line character to the end of the log message. So if you want your messages to appear on separate lines, you need to add your own new line character at the end of every message. Return value. Error underscore log returns true if error was successfully logged, or false if the error couldn't be logged. Now we have discussed all about errors in PHP, their types, how and when the error happens, and when an error occurs, how PHP calls its built-in error handler or our custom error handler to handle errors. Now you have a good understanding of what errors are in PHP.